cameras in the courtroom today in Manhattan, so we actually saw Luigi Mangione with our own eyes as he appeared before a judge facing state charges, both first and second-degree murder. Now, here is Mangione, in his own words, pleading not guilty to the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
How do you plead to this indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
There you have it. Not guilty. Mangione's attorney then lodged a complaint with the judge. Now, apparently, she's not a fan of that perp walk from last week. We all remember how it looked. The scene behind me right now, the big show when he arrived here in New York City after being extradited from Pennsylvania. She also argued the state and federal authorities are kind of fighting over the spotlight now, and it's all coming, she says, at the expense of her client. Watch.
Like every other defendant, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence. But unfortunately, the way this has been handled so far, his rights are being violated. He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between two warring jurisdictions here.
But the assistant district attorney on the case here in Manhattan actually says they've worked it out with the Justice Department, and it is the state case that is up first.
As we understand that we have primary jurisdiction, and we have been informed by the U.S. Attorney that they intend on allowing us to try our case first.
They go first. That's the inside story. Meantime, quite a scene developing on the freezing cold streets outside the courthouse today. NewsNation's Caitlyn Becker was there. So are some of those Free Luigi protesters kind of making their voices heard. Caitlyn joins us now. What's the latest from there?
You know, Connell, there were quite a bit of those protesters or supporters, however you want to call them, outside of court. They had noisemakers, they had signs, they had two chants that they kept kind of repeating. One was, hey, hey, ho, ho, CEOs have got to go. The other was, free Luigi. And it just kept going, sort of like a record, broken record, again and again and again. And Connell, some of these people started lining up to get a seat in the courtroom as early as 4:30 in the morning. You said freezing temperatures. It was about 10 degrees at that time, feeling even colder than that. One of our producers, Tommy, had the unfortunate job of having to stand out here that early in the morning to get in court for us, and he was freezing, and there were people up with him in line talking about how they don't support what he allegedly did, but what they're supporting is the message of, kind of taking down the healthcare system. But outside of court, the supporters were a lot more enthusiastic, I would say. We had people coming up to us asking if we, specifically women, and they seemed to be into their mid to late 20s, asking if we were going to catch a glimpse of Mangione today. Connell, it felt like the type of question you get from a teenage girl who's waiting to see a boy band outside of a concert.
I mean, it's a crazy atmosphere that's developed around this case. You see Mangione there, the way he was dressed in court. Dressed almost like his lawyer, which I thought was a little bit odd. But that being said, there's the sweater with the collar. Where's he now, by the way? Who has him in this turf war that we were talking about between the feds and the local authorities? And what's next for Mangione?
Yeah, it does become a question of, as you had said earlier, who gets the first dibs necessarily at charging him with murder throughout the entire legal system. Right now, he is in federal custody, so he returns to Bureau of Prisons Custody, BOP, and goes back to the Manhattan Detention Center. That's where Diddy is being held. Of course, they share attorneys as well, but according to the prosecutor today, the U.S. attorney has agreed that this state case will take precedence, and the attorney said to the judge that with that in mind, they believe Mangione should be in state custody, so taken out of that prison and in another prison for holding until this trial continues. So right now, he's still federal, but that could change in the next days or weeks as the jurisdictions kind of duke it out for where he goes and how soon that will be. As of now, the next court date does seem to be in early 2025. There was a February 21st date set. That wasn't clear if it was a hearing or if it was going to be for discovery to be turned over, because there's a significant amount of discovery in this case, Connell.
All right, Caitlyn, thank you. Caitlyn Becker live, Lower Manhattan. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.